Welcome to Adelaide for the first ever day-night Ashes test. England captain Joe Root won the toss and elected to bowl.
That's driven nicely by Warner. That's a beautiful cover drive.
Fantastic stroke. Absolutely magnificent.
Bowls to Warner. Warner checks his drive. It's half stopped. Oh, it could be a run out. Could be a run out. Just need to hit the stumps. He does. Bancroft is out. Bancroft has been run out by a direct hit at the non-striker's end. And England's first wicket of the match is via a run out.
One of my favourite activities at Adelaide. Go out, walk along the river and watch the pelicans.
Oh, right.
I love pelicans.
They go fishing.
They fish and they sort of fly a bit and they're languid and they park themselves on the benches in the park.
Oh.
I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
They're terrific. Love watching them. Here's Wokes from the far end. He bowls outside the off stump. He's gone behind. Warner's out. Poor shot and he knows it. And he's cross. Oh, my word, England needed that, though. They really did. They were struggling. Broad bowls to him outside the off stump. He lets that go by, and Broad again follows all the way through.
I like this from Broad. Still going, Steve Smith. Look at him, he's still going. Give him a red card.
There's a lot going on now. That doesn't look quite so friendly. Alan Dar's in very close attendance.
Wokes bowls short, top edge. And it's going to be caught.
He dropped it.
And Stoneman got underneath it, but he could not hold on to the catch. And Khawaja gets away.
I've got terrible hay fever, and this lovely young lady might have an antihistamine.
We've got St John's Ambulance Brigade turning up here in the commentary box.
Yes. I know it's been a bad start for England, but it's not that bad.
What have you got there? It's a sort of resuscitation
It's got a resuscitation kit for Joe Root for saying we'll have a bowl.
Anderson's just in the perfect place to be chippy here.
Yeah. It's like a couple of fellas sort of standing there waiting for a bus.
I was here first.
I was here first. No.
No.
After you. No, after you.
Bowls to Khawaja. He's caught. He's caught in the gully driving. And England have their third wicket.
A mid-wicket for Smith. And the him! Overton's first wicket in Test cricket. And it's the Australian captain, Steve Smith. And Overton went tearing around the ground in celebration.
Steve Smith is out. I repeat, Steve Smith is out.
The first day ends with Australia put into bat on 209 for 4. They battled away there very well in pretty awkward conditions. Welcome to Pint-Size Ashes on the second day of the second test. England are in the field hunting Australian wickets. Broad moves in, bowls to Hanscom, hit on the pad, he wants that one, up he goes! The finger is raised and Hanscom is out.
Pitch it up.
Yeah.
Pitch it up, you get wickets.
Yeah. Anderson runs in, bowls, it's short, and that's pulled down towards fine leg for 4, down to the hill, up go the Richies, on their feet there, waving their microphones around. Into Marsh.
Oh, that's on the pad. This looks like a close one. He really likes. He's given it. He may well review this. Missing. Too high.
No, I noticed the other day there's a very big sign, you probably saw it, by the toasting machine that says do not put croissant into the toasting machine.
How did I know you won't get to that?
Staff running all over the place with smoke rising.
I disappeared. Disappeared while the smoke came.
Sirens going.
Right-handed Payne, who drives and gets the 2 runs that bring him a half century. Excellent effort from Tim Payne.
It's pulled.
It's up in the air.
Yeah, and taken. Would you believe it? A catch has been taken at deep backward square leg. A sheet of light.
Anderson bowls to Marsh, who drives. That's the shot of the test match so far. That's up in the air. Now this is going to be caught. This is a wicket for Broad, out towards mid-on, and the catch is taken. A miscued pull from Stark.
Wokes is in again, well short. That's Sean Marsh's 100. He takes off his helmet, he leaps in the air, he raises his bat to the skies. He has batted quite magnificently.
I had 1 bat, a bit of protective gear and 3 gloves.
3 gloves?
Yeah, I don't know if I found one or I lost one.
That's unusual. Yeah.
That's been fended in the air and the 2 fielders have collided. Vince and Cook.
Kind of summed England's day up.
Overton goes into bowl and he goes for that uppercut down towards the fly slip. Should be out. It is. And that ends another fine effort. And Broad moves into bowl to Marsh. Outside the off stump, power down the ground. This is coming out towards the long-on boundary and over it. And that is it. Australia have declared at 442 for 8. Here's Stark bowling to Stoneman. He's stuck on the pad. Shout for LBW. And he's given out. Australia made the breakthrough. The rain's coming down here at the Adelaide Oval. They're taking them off. England won't mind that too much.
They've been spared about 18 overs of batting under the lights. So they've finished at 29 for 1. Welcome to Pint-Sized Ashes on the third day of the second test, where England resume 1 down and just over 400 runs behind the Australians' first innings total. Hazelwood bowls. Oh, Vince is caught behind. Some bounce, and he tried to force it. It was pretty wide, and he won't be happy with that shot.
Cummings goes in and bowls through. It's full edge, caught, third slip. Cummings has made another breakthrough for Australia. It's 50 for 3. Root stands there and thinks, what have I done? It was a tempter.
That's the length England should have been bowling.
Australia, they are scenting blood here.
Here's Lyon bowling. Oh, he's caught in at slip. And Cook is out. It was quite wide of the off stump and he pushed quite hard at it. I don't think Cook will be very chuffed about that at all. Drifting in and out of sleep, not tempted to say, oh no, might just go back under the duvet again for half an hour, but not convinced it's any better under there, really.
Well, unless there's a warm spaniel.
Could be a warm spaniel.
Cummins is in around the wicket. And does. Oh, is everything inside edge? There is, and gone. Milan has got to go. He's been caught behind. Oh, it's just brushed the glove.
And Lyon is coming into bowl. This one's chipped in the air. Lyon, oh, he's grabbed it one-handed. That is a brilliant take to his left. Just looked to try and work it towards leg. Lyon got cult hero status.
Start round the wicket, bowls and hit firmly. Oh, at the second attempt. Bairstow's gone. That's number 7. And England are collapsing.
Some dramatic news to bring you. Glenn and around 50 people have been stuck in a lift for 30 minutes. Not sure when we're getting out. So I'm now nervously looking at the commentary boxes either side of me as well to see if anyone else is missing their expert summarisers. How many cricketers have been stuck in this lift?
Short outside the off stump, but there's runs. Brings up the 50 partnership. Well, this is more like it. Bit of spirit.
Stark bowls, that's in the air. This could be caught. It is. Another caught and bowled.
Lyon bowls again, and that, oh, is there an edge on that? Umpire's finger goes up. Broad's going to have to go. Bowls to Anderson, big appeal for LBW, and out. Off goes the finger. Australia will not enforce the follow-on. England have a deficit of 215.
Anderson goes in and bowls, and that is edge and caught behind. Anderson has found the outside edge of Bancroft's bat. England do have an early breakthrough.
Anderson bowls to Khawaja, hit on the pad, appeal play before wicket is out. You get 1 in these conditions, and you can easily get 2 or 3. Bowls, and it's edged, and caught.
Got it.
Woakes has struck, Warner's out.
Here goes Woakes in again to Smith. Fuller squared him up. Woakes is appealing, and the finger's gone up. And that is the big one. It's Steve Smith.
Well, breathless hour and a half that was. The lead remains 268, but Australia are 53 for 4. Welcome to Pint-Sized Ashes on the 4th day of the second test, with Australia over 250 runs in front of England, but 4 wickets down in their second innings.
Uppercut from Lyon, and it's going down to the third man boundary before.
Nathan Lyon, he's got an eye like a dead fish. That apparently is a very common Australian saying. I don't work out if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, eye like a dead fish.
Lyon, who gives himself room, hoiks this in the air, he's going to be caught mid-off. Broad takes the catch. Well, that's a relief for England.
Yeah.
Lyon's on his way.
Anderson in again now, and it's caught brilliantly. Third slip. David Malan.
Really, really good catch. That was a cracker.
Short, and he's skied this. Field is running in, Field is running back, and he's caught it. It's over to 90 for 7. Can't really believe I'm saying that.
Woakes bowling full. He's bowled him. He's bowled him. And Marsh has gone for 19.
Anderson into Stark, who hits this high in the air. Is
Where's that
someone underneath it? Moeen Ali's underneath it, takes the catch. Anderson picks up his 5th wicket. His first 5-wicket haul in Australia. It's been brilliant bowling.
Bouncer, and it's fended off, catch it, all out. Australia have lost 6 wickets this morning, so England need the small matter of 354 to win the game. Hazelwood bowls outside the off stump, and there's more runs for England. And that's the applause for England reaching 50. Lyon floats it up. Oh, there's a appeal play before wicket. And umpire Gaffney says no. They're reviewing it. It's pitched in line. It's spun, and it's hitting. Alistair Cook's out.
As Stark is in now again to Stone. It's in the air and out. Caught in the gully. The simplest of catches for Khawaja.
Stark bowls very full. Vince drives. Oh, he's nicked it to first slip. And we've seen that before. Big smile on Stark's face. Says, well, that plan worked, like leaving the bit of huge lump of cheese in the trap.
Here you are, a little bit wide. Here you are. Yeah, the mouse went and got it.
Line bowls. Root, there's a shout for Abu Dhabi. He's given him out. Root has reviewed it. Missing.
Oh! There must be some springy bounce in that pitch.
Line bowls, and Milan is struck on the pads. Shout for Abu Dhabi. Not out, says the umpire.
No review.
All the barmy out at the far end are doing the review signals and taunting Steve Smith.
To Root, short, cut away. He brings up his half century, and the cries of Root ring round Adelaide Oval. It's been a fine knock.
Rolling around the wicket now to the left hand. Milan bowled him. Milan is prodding forward defensively. They have got their wicket.
Well, 176 for 4. England need a further 178 runs to win this match, to break all manner of records, not least the highest score that they'll ever have made to win a test match. Welcome to Pint-Size Ashes on the final day of a thrilling second test. England need a further 178 runs for a record-breaking chase. Australia are hunting the 6 remaining wickets. Here's the second ball. Hazelwood to Wokes, who's beaten. No, he's caught behind, is he? They're appealing, they're throwing the ball in the air. Up goes the finger. And Root is saying immediately review it. Well, I can't see anything on Hotspot. Okay, Snicko. Oh, there's a spike. He's going to be out. That is the next one from Root. Oh, he's appealing for caught behind. He's out. Root is caught behind. It kept a bit low. Root goes, having not added to his overnight score. He kicked at the boundary edge there in frustration.
Line in. There's the sweep. It's struck on the pad. Now Line is appealing and the finger goes up. Australia jubilant.
Chasing targets is so difficult.
Stark with the new ball. He's got Overton in his sights. And oh, that's big appeal for Abu Dhabi. That's goes is given. Overton's on his way. It was full. It was straight. England are now. They're beyond the last chance saloon. They've been kicked out of the last chance saloon, and they're.
Welcome to Pint-Size Ashes on the final day of a thrilling second test. England need a further 178 runs for a record-breaking chase. Australia are hunting the 6 remaining wickets. Here's the second ball. Hazelwood to Wokes, who's beaten. No, he's caught behind, is he? They're appealing, they're throwing the ball in the air. Up goes the finger. And Root is saying immediately review it. Well, I can't see anything on Hotspot. Okay, Snicko. Oh, there's a spike. He's going to be out. That is the next one from Root. Oh, he's appealing for caught behind. He's out. Root is caught behind. It kept a bit low. Root goes, having not added to his overnight score. He kicked at the boundary edge there in frustration.
Line in. There's the sweep. It's struck on the pad. Now Line is appealing and the finger goes up. Australia jubilant.
Chasing targets is so difficult.
Stark with the new ball. He's got Overton in his sights. And oh, that's big appeal for Abu Dhabi. That's goes is given. Overton's on his way. It was full. It was straight. England are now. They're beyond the last chance saloon. They've been kicked out of the last chance saloon, and they're awaiting their inevitable fate.
Here's Stark, bowls to Broad. Goes past the outside edge. Appealing for a catch. He's gone. Bat tucked under his arm, and England lose their 9th wicket. Stark bowls. Bairstow's chopped on, and Australia win the match. And they win by 120 runs. And the dreams that England had and their supporters had, I'm afraid, have turned to dust here. Australia has it, and they are now 2-0 up in the series.